Janet, Try It Like It Created. Today we're going to be working on a tag for Tag It Tuesday. We're going to do some ink smushing to start. Then we're going to emboss. And then we're going to come back with an ink technique over the top. So I'm going to use my new Color Hive inks. However, you can use any water-based ink you want. And I am just going to kind of tap one of each color that I kind of chose here. I'm looking for, you know, rainbow idea. And, oh, this one's a little dry. All right, we're going to have to work on that. So let's get some blue. And then I'll finish up with some yellow. And then I'm going to spritz this whole thing with water. We have this one. Okay. I'm going to spritz everything with water so that it'll move around. And I do have another purple that I might bring in because that one wasn't very dark. So I'll just bring in another a little bit darker color there. All right, and then I'm just going to smush my paper and try not to make mud, but I do want color everywhere, and that's kind of what we're getting here. Okay. Now I haven't cut down my card stock yet to tag size, and I will do that. And if you want, if you don't like what you have or you need to get a few areas covered with color, you can always go in and touch up with just a little bit of color. Okay, I'm just trying to get along the edges. And it never fails. There's always like a little white spot. Let's see if I can go in there with my finger and get that covered up. Okay, that'll work. So I'm going to dry this, and then we'll come back and take a look at what our colors look like. It almost seems like I have a little word here. I have no idea where that came from. But that's interesting. Okay, these are brand new cardstock, brand new inks. But somewhere along the line, we found a word. All right, I'll be right. So I have dried my cardstock. I still have not cut it down, but I have now grabbed an embossing folder, and I'm going to deboss. Now what that means is that the design is going to be pushed into the paper, and the raised part is going to be the negative shape. All right, so I'm going to run this through my Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and cut my tag down, and then we'll come back for the next part of the tutorial. All right, so I have now embossed or debossed the front of my card, and after putting the ink and water and drying it, my card felt a little bit more paper-like than cardstock. So I just went ahead and backed the back side with another piece of cardstock. And what I am using are these index cards. I think I grabbed this from the Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken. This is a basic brand, but really any index cards would work. I like them because they're a good size for tags, and they're inexpensive. You get a lot of it. They do come lined, however the lines are going the wrong direction if your tag is like this. But so I went ahead and I used my Zig two-way glue to adhere another piece to the back, and even doing so, it is still somewhat lightweight and not so firm. So just a heads up on that. And then I'm going to take this Snow Flurries pigment pad, so basically just a white ink pad, and I'm going to go over the front of our embossing, or debossing really, and hopefully this is where we're going to see the magic happen. So I'm just going to swirl around here, make sure I get enough on here. I'm not really pushing hard. I'm just kind of swirling and swiping. And I may have to work where my fingers were. But what what's happening here, to show you after I get the lid back on here. All right, so what's happening is I have covered the front with white, but the shapes are now coming through where the debossing was. All right, so you can go with a light hand, a gentle light hand, or you can go firmer on the front, but that is kind of our hidden magical technique of having the color come through a whitewashed image. So you deboss if you want your image to be the color, and if you emboss, and so the raised part would be the design. If I swiped over the white, then the shape itself would be white. Depending on how big your background is, you may get some of the white on your background doing that way. So you want to pick an appropriate embossing folder. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a heat tool on this because I think the ink is still a little wet before I go ahead and put our sticker on it and finish this off. And to finish off my tag, I am just going to grab a black sticker from this sticker book. This is a card making sticker book, and it is, I believe, American Crafts, and it has a lot of statements, sentiments, and so forth in here. And let's see, let's go with, how about best wishes? That one's cute. And I'm just going to stick it down at the bottom. And eyeball it. Hopefully I'm close to center and it's not sticking very well. Maybe because of my ink, I'm not sure. But I could go underneath it, and I might do that off camera, is use a little bit of extra glue to hold that in place. Now this would be really super sweet with a colored ribbon on top that matched. Looking to see what I might have around. So let me do that. I'll go ahead and grab a ribbon and we'll stick it on there. All right, so I did end up putting a little bit of wet glue under my sticker because it wasn't adhering very well. I don't know if it's because the cardstock was still a little damp or not, but thanks to Gwen Studios, and I work with them, I always have colored ribbon available. So I just grabbed a color that coordinates and tied a little bow, and now I'm going to try these out. I've never used them before, although I have used glue dots before, but this is similar to a glue dot, and it's from American Crafts. I got it, at Ollie's when they were having a clearance of American Crafts. So let's just see how sticky that little dot is. They come individually wrapped, and gosh, they fit right behind that bow so perfectly. Yeah, that works well. I wasn't really sure how it was going to go, but so that's the sticky thumb is what I used, sticky dots, and I used some ribbon from Gwen Studios, and there is our debossed inked tag for this week.